We all think from time to time about life in general, but as we're talking about Aikido and arts, I was thinking about the technical side of Aikido, and my life has been Aikido, Tai Chi, yoga, meditation. They are the most prominent things that I've studied. I also do my own healing system that's led me into deeper understanding of the mind and how much more we can sense with our natural senses that not so many people use, but we all have the ability to use them. We perhaps are not interested in tapping them, or that just hasn't come up yet. But why do we start Aikido is it would take a lot of writing if we all put down our thoughts why we done it. It doesn't matter what you went to Aikido for originally. You had to go through the blood, sweat and tears of training on the mat. The technical side, you step onto the mat, and for that 1 hour, 2 hours, however long it is, nothing else exists really. The outside world's not there. You're just immersed in enjoyment, suffering, trying to do the techniques better, trying to watch the teacher, what they've just performed, scrambling it in your head. Oh, next time I'll watch their feet because I didn't know what their feet were doing, or oh dear, what did he do once he'd done that with his hands? Well, what was the next part? So our mind's completely consumed, and this for me was pretty much day after day, month after month, year after year, is how my mind went. Never really getting the chance to study who am I. And it's almost like I wanted to run away from that, looking at myself. I might not perhaps like the person I see. I don't know what it is, but it's much easier to criticise my bad techniques and hope that tomorrow my techniques will become better. We then start to formulate some techniques that we do understand, and we get better, we start performing them better. We get favourites. I know a lot of the students that I've taught over the years, it's a little bit like going to a restaurant with a set menu. You can have the vegan set menu, or the meat plate. The chef would have decided what they wanted to put on each plate, what vegetables they would cover, what sauces. And this reminds me of places that do standard Sunday roasts. You sit at your table, you don't go to a carvery. I'm talking about the place you just sit at your table. You've ordered the chicken or the beef or just the vegetarian dish, and it comes with all its trimmings. There might be something on there that you're not keen on. How will I avoid this? I don't want it tainting or mixing with the things I do like. Do you start separating it on the plate? Are you becoming finicky? Was it worth going there in the first place? Yes, it was, because the food's excellent, but it's just something you didn't quite like. And over the years, teaching students, they may not like the weapons. And in Iwama Aikido, the training was 50% weapons and 50% taijutsu. But if you were fascinated in the technical side of the taijutsu, the body arts, the weapons is being forced on you, so you do them. It's a bit like the vegetables. Well, perhaps this time I'll like them. So you perhaps eat the vegetables. This time I'll perhaps like the Ken or the Joe. Then you may get to a stage where you prefer the Ken or you prefer the Joe from one to the other. It's really like we're never finding out who we are because we're busy chasing the things we like, criticising the things we don't like. Really what we're doing is we're observing what we like and what we don't like, as well as knowing what we like and don't like. Are we being stubborn? Possibly. I've never met a person yet who's not a stubborn person. I like to observe people, not for the listening to the gossip or what sort of person they are. I'm not, sadly, interested in knowing someone else's business. I observe how they move, how they act, how they use their body, their tones of their voice. Does it sound aggressive? Their facial expressions before they talk. Is this person somebody who has a grudge against life? I hope you know what I'm talking about. Why is this person smiling? They radiate a smile. I wonder if they're sad within, or whether the smile goes all the way through. What must it feel like for a smile to go all the way through to the depths of your soul, the depth of your being, from head to toe? I wonder if O-Sensei actually felt that depth all the way through eventually, or was he as human as me? And till the day any of us die, will we all be searching to become better? Or shall we deny looking at ourselves? Don't be frightened of yourself. You're more than likely quite a nice person, however good or bad you are. You are you. Accept the person you are. So, I've observed many masters over the years, even the ones I didn't follow. I've observed them through the wonderful power of video form. I've observed them on their seminars when they've been teaching, and I've been observing how the students reacted to their teaching. And many of you who have been doing this a long time will know that you might be sitting on the side for some reason. You may have an injury, or you just couldn't go to that seminar to train because of some reason, but you did go to watch. And you ask the question, why are the students not doing what the sensei just showed? How strange. How can I see it sitting on the bench and yet they can't see it, and they're on the mat training with him or her? I remember watching Sensei Pat Hendricks, now said her. She's always helped the students. On every seminar she'll go around correcting them, giving them pointers, helping them. But it's like walking with a bucket full of holes. As soon as she leaves them, they seem to be lost. It's like a puppet without any strings. It collapses their knowledge and they appear to be lost. It's as if her energy and her instruction was allowing them to be the puppet, to do exactly what she was asking of them or pointing out how to improve. They would rise to the occasion after a short period. I'm talking about minutes. And the Aikido transforms. She walks away to the next one. It slowly deteriorates back to more or less how they were. This repetition takes years and years, and finally all the students grow, hopefully, and find out about themselves, perhaps observing their own weaknesses. They may film themselves from time to time. Oh, that's what I'm doing, Mum. I couldn't see that. I didn't know that. Oh, I'm leaning too much. Oh, I'm stepping too quick. Oh, why am I lifting my foot up rather than my heel? This is the way to observe yourself as well as others. Aikido is a very demanding art, and because it's made up of so many different martial arts from different countries, why does it fascinate us so much? If we had to stick to one art, it might be better. We've got a goal that we can achieve, but it's so many different arts. Chinese thinking, Japanese thinking, from Mongolia to all the depths of the samurai way of life. But there's something that intrigues us, isn't there? And that's very important that you know this in Aikido. So observing. Observe the teachers. Observe those teachers who were of very high rank, sadly no longer here. Gozo Shioda, Tamura Sensei, Noro Sensei, Chiba Sensei. I mean, I can go on and on, Nisho Sensei. Look at their face. I was looking at a video of Tamura Sensei just a day or two ago. He's watching the ukis all the time. He knows how to do Aikido. He does blindfolded. He doesn't need to watch, but he's studying them. He's watching them. What he's observing is the inside as well as what the outside action's doing. He's permanently connected. The feed of what we don't know we're capable of doing is working all the time. The connection of his mind. You see his eyes watching, moving, and he'll be controlling the ukis, throwing them down as if they're just light, elasticated air, and they just fall down. They don't know how he's doing it, but he's connected to them. He's observed them. He's observed for so many years, but you must observe. Don't go inside yourself and think that you can control somebody without being connected to them. I hope you found this of interest, and I'd like to keep talking in the future as well about going deeper and deeper into ourselves and into the mind of others. Thank you for your time.